First of all, I want to introduce myself. I am Himanshu Chandradev, Itakula Senior Alim Madrasa. My dear students, how are you? I am also fine by the grace of Almighty. My dear students, I know that you are all staying at your house because our classes are suspended for COVID-19. So, I am going to take the class from my house. I hope that you will all enjoy my class carefully. My dear students, today I am going to take an English second paper class from class 6 to 12 class students can enjoy the class. My dear students, today my topics changing sentence, complex to simple. In my previous class, my dear students, I described about the classifications of sentences. You all know that there are three kinds of sentences. That means according to structure, there are three kinds of sentences. Simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. Follow my students. Though he started last, he finished in time. When we find though or although in a sentence, we can indicate a complex sentence. If you want to change it into simple sentence, first of all, though or although will be removed. Instead of though and although, we can write in spite of. We can write in spite of. Then we write possessive form of subject. Possessive form means, my dear students, he. He is here subject, its possessive form his. When we find she, we can write her. When we find I, its possessive form my. Here we can write his. His means possessive form of he. Then we can write present form of verb. Start. My dear students, when we find any form of verb, we can write present form. Then we can add ing. Starting. In spite of his, starting, last extension word, last. Then we write comma and then we write second clause of the sentence. Second clause will be unchangeable. He finished in time. He finished in time. Read this sentence, my dear students. In spite of his starting last, he finished in time. This is simple sentence. My dear students, in the same way, we can write here another sentence. Although he is poor, he is honest. It is also complex sentence, because at the first of the sentence we can find although, so it indicate a complex sentence. Now we are going to change it into simple sentence. Although will be removed, instead of although we can write in spite of. In spite of. Then we can also write the possessive form of he, his. My dear students, you should remember carefully, when we find auxiliary verb, that is to be verb, am, is, are, also was, were, we can write being. Instead of am, is, are, was, were, we can always write being. Here is will be omitted and we can write being. Then we can write extension word. Here extension word for, we can write for, comma, and second clause will be unchangeable. He is honest. He is honest. My dear students, this sentence, in spite of he is being poor, he is honest. Here is another sentence. Though he has a lot of wealth, he is unhappy. My dear students, here also an auxiliary verb has. My dear students, when you will find have, has, had in a complex sentence, you can write instead of them having. Instead of have, has, had, we can write having. In the same way, my dear students, I can write now in spite of. When we write in spite of, though or although will be omitted. Then another auxiliary verb, here he, you. If you want to write she, you can write it she, in spite of her. Her is the possessive form of the sentence she. Of the sentence, complex sentence, its subject here she, we can write her instead of she. Then we can write, my dear students, here you can see that here is an auxiliary verb has will be changed and we can write having. We can write having. Here extension word, a lot of wealth. A lot of wealth. Association words of this complex sentence, then we write comma. Second clause of this complex sentence, he is unhappy, it will be unchangeable. So this is why now we can write he is unhappy. My dear students, you can practice more and more sentences in your house by following these rules. No more today. My special advice to you all, stay at your home and maintain social distances. By maintaining social distance and staying at your home, you can be protected.